If you ever feel like losing weight after 40 is an uphill battle, you're not alone. Between a demanding job, family responsibilities, and limited time for yourself, it can seem like your health always ends up at the bottom of the priority list. But here's the truth. Losing weight after 40 isn't impossible. In fact, it might be easier than you think, if you approach it the right way. You don't need to spend hours in the gym. You don't need to follow some extreme diet. You don't even need to give up your favorite foods. What you need is a smarter, simpler, and more sustainable strategy. And that strategy is time-restricted eating, also known as intermittent fasting. What is time-restricted eating? Time-restricted eating tray is not a fad diet. It's a powerful, science-backed eating pattern that works with your body's natural rhythm, not against it. Here's the core idea. You eat all your meals within a specific window of time each day, typically 8 to 10 hours, and fast during the remaining hours, which includes your sleep. The most common version is the 16-to-8 method, where you fast for 16 hours and eat during an 8-hour window. For example, you might eat from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m., then fast until noon the next day. Sounds simple, right? That's the beauty of it. No calorie counting, no complex meal prep, just structure and consistency. Why it works, especially after 40? After 40, your body starts to change. Your metabolism slows down. Hormonal shifts happen, especially for women entering perimenopause or menopause. You lose muscle more easily. And let's not forget the added stress of careers, parenting, caregiving, and managing life in general. But here's what research shows. Intermittent fasting reduces insulin levels, which helps your body tap into fat stores more easily. It supports hormone regulation, including leptin and ghrelin, the hunger hormones. It boosts energy, mental clarity, and sleep quality. 3 things every busy adult over 40 desperately needs. It works well with your schedule, whether you're a corporate executive, a stay-at-home parent, or juggling both. Dr. Frank Hu, professor of nutrition at Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, says, intermittent fasting appears to be as effective for weight loss as traditional calorie restriction, but with fewer complications and better long-term adherence. The science behind fat burning is that during the fasting window, something powerful happens inside your body. Once you stop eating and your insulin levels begin to fall, your body transitions into a fasted state. This is when your body stops using incoming food for fuel and starts burning stored fat instead. This process, known as metabolic switching, usually begins about 12 hours after your last meal. So, if you fast for 16 hours, you're giving your body around 4 hours of optimal fat burning time every single day. Multiply that over weeks or months, and you get a steady, healthy weight loss effect without starving yourself or running marathons. But what about slowed metabolism after 40? Here's a myth we need to bust right now. My metabolism is slow because I'm over 40. Yes, your metabolism does gradually decline with age, but it doesn't crash overnight at 40. According to a 2021 study published in Science, metabolism remains relatively stable between ages 20 and 60. The bigger culprit, muscle loss. After age 30, the average person loses about 3 to 8% of muscle per decade unless they're doing strength training. And less muscle means fewer calories burned at rest. That's why combining time-restricted eating with even light strength-based exercise is a game changer. You don't need to lift heavy weights or spend hours at the gym. Just 2 to 3 sessions a week of bodyweight exercises, squats, lunges, push-ups, resistance bands can help maintain muscle and keep your metabolism humming. Another thing is hormonal changes and weight gain. Women over 40 face an additional challenge of hormonal changes. During perimenopause and menopause, estrogen levels drop, which can lead to increased belly fat, slower calorie burn, insulin resistance, cravings, and emotional eating. This doesn't mean you're doomed to gain weight. It just means your body needs a bit more support, and time-restricted eating can help. When paired with higher protein intake, regular movement quality, sleep, lower sugar, and processed foods, you give your body the tools to rebalance and burn fat naturally. Protein is especially important. It helps build lean muscle, keeps you fuller for longer, and stabilizes blood sugar. Harvard experts suggest including a protein-rich food at every meal, such as eggs, fish, tofu, Greek yogurt, or legumes. The power of NEAT. Burn calories without the gym. You don't need long workouts to lose weight. One of the most underrated tools in your weight loss toolbox is NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. This includes all the small movements you make throughout the day, like walking around while talking on the phone, taking the stairs, cleaning the house, gardening, fidgeting, standing instead of sitting. According to the Mayo Clinic, NEAT can burn anywhere from 100 to 2,000 extra calories per day, depending on your activity level. Imagine that you could be burning hundreds of calories just by moving more during your normal routine. So even if you don't have time for the gym, just move more throughout the day. Set a timer to get up every hour. Walk for 5 minutes after meals. Stretch while watching TV. It all adds up. How to start time-restricted eating tray. Ready to give it a try? Here's a beginner-friendly roadmap. Step 1. Start with a 12-12 schedule. Eat within a 12-hour window. For example, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. This eases your body into the habit without feeling restricted. Step 2. Gradually shorten your eating window once 12-12 feels easy. Try a 10-14 or 8-16 window. The goal is to fast for at least 14 to 16 hours per day, depending on what feels right for you. Step 3. Pick a window that fits your lifestyle if your mornings are busy. Skip breakfast and eat from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. If you prefer earlier meals, go with 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The best plan is the one you can stick to consistently. Step 4. Focus on nutrient-dense foods. Time-restricted eating isn't a license to binge on junk during your eating window. Stick to lean proteins, fiber-rich vegetables, whole grains, healthy fats like avocado, nuts, olive oil, limited sugar, and refined carbs. This ensures your body gets the nutrients it needs to thrive and keeps you full and satisfied. Step 5. Stay hydrated. Drink water throughout the day, even during fasting periods. Herbal teas, black coffee, and lemon water are also okay during your fast. Just avoid anything with calories. Step 6. Sleep and stress management. Lack of sleep and chronic stress can spike cortisol levels and sabotage your fat loss efforts. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep. Practice deep breathing, meditation, or journaling to manage stress. Sample daily schedule for a busy person over 47 a.m. Wake up. Hydrate with water, 8 a.m. Black coffee or herbal tea, no calories, 12 p.m. Roasted veggies, quinoa, 8 p.m. Eating window ends 9:30 p.m. Light stretching. Wind down 10:30 p.m. Sleep. Notice that this schedule requires no extra workouts, no food tracking, and no deprivation. Just awareness and consistency. There are real-life success stories of thousands of people over 40 have transformed their health with time-restricted eating. Take Karen, a 48-year-old executive who lost 28 pounds in 6 months. She didn't change what she ate, only when she ate. Or James, a 53-year-old father who started with a simple 12-hour eating window. Over a year, he lost weight, gained energy, and reversed his pre-diabetes, all without a gym membership. What is the common thread? They found a system that fit into their life, not one that disrupted it. Here are common mistakes to avoid. Let's make sure you don't fall into these traps. Overeating during the eating window. This isn't a license to binge. Choosing processed sugary foods. These mess with your blood sugar and make fasting harder. Not drinking enough water. Dehydration can make you feel hungry. Being too rigid. Life happens. If you slip up, just get back on track the next day. Ignoring your body. If you feel lightheaded, overly fatigued, or anxious, listen to your body. Final thoughts. It's not too late. If you're over 40 and struggling with weight loss, let me say this loud and clear. It is not too late. You don't need to do everything at once. Start small. Maybe today you just push breakfast back by an hour. Tomorrow, you walk for 10 minutes after dinner. Next week, you try a 14-hour fast. Small wins build big momentum. You don't have to starve yourself. You don't have to cut out every treat. You just need a simple, effective system that adapts to your life. And time-restricted eating is that system. It's free, it's flexible, and it fits into the busiest of schedules. If this helped you, give this video a thumbs up, share it with someone over 40 who's ready to feel better, stronger, and more in control. Subscribe for more science-backed health strategies that actually work. Thank you for watching. Your health matters, your time matters, and your goals are 100% achievable. Stay well, and I'll see you in the next video.